All right, guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about another fight announcement. We've got Steve Erceg versus Brandon Moreno announced for UFC Mexico City. It's a card at the end of March, and it's a great fight. Originally, Steve Erceg was supposed to fight my guy Asu Almabayev. I've made a couple videos on this now in the past, and they were supposed to fight. I forget when, somewhere around this point of time. And that fight fell through because I guess they needed a fight for UFC Mexico City. And I think they thought that Moreno versus Erceg is a good main event. That is the main event, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And honestly, I agree with them. They did a good thing. It makes sense. Erceg's an exciting fighter. People love him. Brandon Moreno looking real good recently. Mexican fighter, real star, former champion, possibly a future champion again. He's still relatively young. And awesome fight. Before I go into the actual fight, I kind of want to talk about the card because the card is pretty sick too. So like it's starting off with Daniel Zellhuber, Elvis Brenner, banger. Rafa Garcia, Joaquim Silva, solid fight. Palastri, Lupito Godinez, that should be a decent fight. Ateba Gauthier making his debut against Jose Medina. He's a contender series guy who's just very athletic, very powerful, and he's probably going to kill Medina. He might be the first person in the UFC to knock him out. Then we have David Martinez making his debut, another really exciting guy from the area. Ronaldo Rodriguez, Kevin Borja is going to be a war. Edgar Charas, CJ Vergara, another war. Manuel Torres, Drew Dober, another war. Kelvin Gastelum, Joe Pyfer, exciting fight. And then the 5-rounder between Brandon Moreno and Steve Erceg, another really fun matchup. And honestly, a really interesting matchup. I need to tape it to really get a good read because right now, if you ask me who wins, I don't know who to tell you. I don't know. I feel like Moreno, maybe slight lean, but I'm not super confident about it. Like, who's the better striker? Let me know in the comments what you guys think, because that'll be helpful, because I honestly don't even know where to start. Off the top of my head, without tape, who's a better striker? They're both good strikers, just different styles. Brandon Moreno, very funky kind of striking. Steve Erceg, a little bit more traditional with the boxing. I'd say that Erceg is probably the better boxer. Moreno, probably a little bit a little bit more varied, probably a few more tools and weapons in his arsenal than Erceg, Erceg primarily is using the hands. He's got some kicks, but he's mostly using the hands, while Moreno mixes it up really well. Remember that body kick knockout against Kai Kara France? That was absolutely nasty. And the grappling is where I think this will get real fun, because both guys can wrestle. Both guys have good jiu-jitsu, and I don't know who will get the better of it. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't really know yet what Steve Erceg's take. I mean, I do know. He fought Pantoja. His takedown defense is solid, but he can be taken down. He scrambles very well, but he can be taken advantage of on the ground by a better grappler. Is Moreno of the level of Pantoja? No, but close. I would say he is close. And I could see him mixing in some takedowns. I could see him out scrambling Erceg, but at the same time, I could see Erceg taking him down, because Moreno can also be taken down. He can also be controlled and out scrambled. So it's just a really close fight, a really competitive fight, one that I think is going to be back and forth. And I don't think there's going to be like a clear side. Maybe once I tape it, I'll be like, oh, there's obviously a clear side here. But right now, just off the top of my head, from what I know, and I know both guys really well, I would line it a pick 'em. I don't know if there's already a lineup. Let me double check. That would be cool. Let's see. No, I don't think there's any lines yet, but that's definitely a matchup that I think deserves to be pick 'em, because I don't see a major advantage for either guy, and I think it plays out really close. I know Erceg just got knocked out by Kai Kara France, so maybe people are kind of low on him, and Moreno had a really good performance against Albazi, so I'm thinking maybe they open up Moreno as a favorite and Erceg the underdog. I'd probably take the shot on Erceg then, because I'd play either guy as an underdog, just knowing that I think it's going to play out really close. Again, this might change when I do my tape, and you guys could see my actual opinion once I do the betting breakdown closer to the actual fight. It's in the end of March. But right now, just an awesome fight, awesome card. I'm really excited for it. They did a really good job putting this one together for UFC Mexico City, and I think it's going to be just a banger of a card with a ton of violence. And yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time.